Carlton, not the greatest of kicks from full-back we've seen, and Carlton chipping in for that one on the boundary line. Carlton, of course, went to Footscray for a couple of years. McCann, very high in the air. Carey, Schimmelbusch, danger here. Out of bounds, and it will be a free kick to Schimmelbusch for a push-out. Well, I must admit I didn't see it. I was watching the ball to see if it was going to go out on the boundary line or over the boundary line on the full, which it did, but before that, the umpire had paid a free kick to the North Melbourne Star, and he's only about 15 metres out from goal. He's yet to score a goal, but he's had plenty of kicks today. 17 kicks to Wayne Schimmelbusch in the third quarter in progress, only 10 minutes, and that's a goal. So Schimmelbusch bringing up his first goal of the afternoon, and North Melbourne go further ahead. 11-13, 79 to 10-6, 66.
Well, they're 13 points in front, Peter.
North Melbourne have kicked 5 goals in 10 minutes, Lou. That's like Fitzroy did on Saturday against Carlton.
And Pete, of course, this has been a hoodoo ground for Essendon over the last few years. They can't win the big ones here.
No, they've had a lot of bad luck in the elimination finals here, although they have had reasonable success in other matches. 13 points the difference in favour of North Melbourne. Bounce down favours the Kangaroos again, and the ball driven up towards their half-forward line. Here's a chance for Jonas. Clark coming in solidly. Handball, Hodgman. Back to Doug Smith. His kicking is usually long. That's not a bad shot by Doug Smith, and it looks all right from here. 6 goals in 11 minutes to North Melbourne, and they're doing a Fitzroy in the third quarter. 12-13, 85 to 10-6, 66.
And that strong defensive Essendon's really fell apart now. Where are those good players? They're not even sighted as we see it come out now to Hodgman, and a good hand pass there to Doug Smith, and he topped it off with a fine goal. So over the 11-minute mark, and they're doing extremely well in this third quarter, North Melbourne.
6 goals in 11 minutes, Lou.
Not a bad performance. And will this be the hoodoo ground to Essendon again when they play in the big ones? It'll be Simon Madden, no, not Madden, Salmon against Dempsey this time at the centre bounce. Dempsey gets the tap down. Finally picked up by Thompson, one of their best players in the first half. Another one of their good players fell, but they've all fallen apart for the last 10 minutes or so. Finally knocked out for Keith Gregg, and he pounces on it. Shoots the ball out wide, and here's Cracker going after it now, out there on that half-back flank position on his own. Go for a bit of a run. A long hand pass by Phil Cracker, coming over nicely to Abernathy. The ball back now to Doug Smith, certainly coming back into the game. And that's a long kick by Smith, looking here for McCann. Punched away by McCann, coming back here now to Hodgman. Forces the ball out. Jonas back again. There's a free kick for Shaw. No, he said play on. It'll be a free kick now to good. He missed the first one for Shaw. That's umpire Morrow, isn't it? I think he's had about 98 ball-ups to his credit today. There's a free kick for the first one. Now they finally give that one as well, sits on the guy's head. But they're in serious trouble now, Essendon. And we see Good going for his second goal. And, of course, North Melbourne's 13th. And we're just over the 12.5-minute mark of this third quarter. And there's another one. So it's 13-13-91 North Melbourne to Essendon 10-6-66. And, of course, we're approaching the 13-minute mark, and that's 7 goals in a matter of 13 minutes, Peter, just on.
It is indeed, very much like what Fitzroy did to Carlton on Saturday, and, of course, they opened up what turned out to be an unbeatable lead. And North Melbourne getting a very good break here, 66-91 now in the third quarter. And I think the Essendon Brains Trust would be very, very worried at the moment. Danaher's been moved to fullback in place of Ron Andrews, so that's one move being affected by coach Kevin Sheedy. Walsh has been moved upfield. Ball bounced again, knocked away into the arms of Abernathy to Crazy Horse Carlton. Couldn't get it clear to a teammate. Demetriou to left half forward. Hodgman, a beautiful knock on, a chance for Doug Smith. Smith is pretty fast for a big guy. Couldn't pick that one up. Fowler looking for a free kick for in the back. None forthcoming. He wins out anyway. Phil Cracker marks in front of Carey. Looks for a lead. Sees Glendinning. He's been fairly quiet today. Only 4 kicks. Keith Gregg. Good at the back and marks. Or has he got it? No. Jimmy Cracker. Essendon fans looking for holding the ball. Schimmelbusch has got it again. A snap at goal. to mark. So Fury has a chance to bring up his second goal.
They've gone to pieces. Essendon's defence was so strong in the first half, Pete, but they've fallen apart. The thing that I can't work out, they had Simon Madden on the ball. He was the best ruckman on the ground. They've had him up the forward line resting.
Maybe
these coaches never cease to amaze me with their methods of coaching.
14 and a half minutes gone in the third quarter. Fury kicks it goal, and that looks okay. Fury's second goal, the North Melbourne go further ahead. 14-13, 97 to 10-6, 66. Essendon
long hand pass to centre half back and picked up by McCann, and Essendon looking good again now as we see Carey take that mark at centre field. It's a long kick over centre half forward, and that's a mark to Copping. He's a beauty when he gets in front. Very rarely drops him. He quickly plays on down there looking for a lead, and it'll be a mark to Thompson. He's got a chance to run to an open goal. Now he straightens up. Oh, he's messed it up. Back to Walsh again. A hand pass back to Copping. Will he miss? The fire, he's got it through. A goal. That's 3 goals to Copping. They certainly made hard work of that, Thompson. 14 goals, 16, 100 North Melbourne. To Western, 17, 7, 109.
Yes, they did make hard work of it.
Say they did.
Thompson made a mess of it. He decided to play on. I think he was going to go back for his kick. Then he saw he was relatively clear. The tackle came.
Well, he couldn't get himself straightened up, Pete.
Picked up by Walsh and eventually over to Copping for goal number 3. 9.5 minutes have gone now in the final term. Essendon lead by 9 points.
9 points the difference. And wait now for the centre bounce. Madden against Dempsey. Well, neither one got control that time. Kicked out by Carlton. Now North Melbourne's in the hot seat. This defence is tightening up as Carey gets a hand pass over to Clark. Another one wide here. And there's a chance now for Foles. A very good player the first half, but quite enough in the third. Back to Donnell. And they swing back into attack now. A chance for Copping. No, they crashed that time. Copping pounced on the ball. He's grabbed. He goes down. The umpire called flat on. They're dropping it left and right. Now it's Walsh coming out of the pack. Umpire's letting it go. Certainly no free kicks. The crowd going mad at the moment. Copping again. A hand pass back as the ball's driven up there. That time by West, and a mark here to Hawker. Hawker's got the mark, and the Bombers really alight now. So he's only about, about 10 metres. We watched that in replay. Juggled it nicely. Hit him on the shoulder. Now he found it coming down. Should kick this goal, and of course, this will give them a handy lead of 15 points. No worries about that. It's a goal. So it's 18 goals, 7, 115. Essendon to North Melbourne, 14, 16, 100.
Now it's Essendon turn to open up a match-winning lead. Or a very handy one at this stage of the final quarter, certainly. Madden knocks it on. Copping grab. The handball. And he got it over to Glenn Hawker, who took the mark. On Seven's big lead now from VFL Park. We're 11 and a quarter minutes into the final term. 18-7 to 14-16. That's a difference of 15 points in favour of the Bombers. They've come back well. They've turned a 31-point deficit midway through the third term into that lead and playing much the better football at the moment. Ball up. Madden contesting with Dempsey. Neither get a hand to it, actually. Carlton tries to get it off the ground. Now it's Schimmelbusch eventually out towards Fury, who got bundled into the turf, and he takes the free kick. Now he's given one away for holding the ball. It's going Essendon's way to Danaher. Danaher from centre half back. Lovely torpedo punt kick. Vanderhaar. No mark. The ball up again. Oh, we've had a lot of ball ups today. And keep stats on those. Run out of paper. Dempsey. And Madden. One by Madden. Knocks it to Carey. Carey straight down the throat of Walsh. Yes. Walsh marking in front of Bryant. Looking for a better angle. The umpire said because of that he's played on. Walsh has to do just that. Runs into goal. Steadies. Shoots. And has put it through for a goal. 2 goals to Walsh. The umpire explaining the rule. Doesn't matter now because Walsh has kicked the goal. Had he missed it, would have been a different story. 19-7. That's 121 points to North Melbourne 14-16, 100.
Well, they're certainly putting their act together now, Essendon. You watch him run around here, and the umpire said, well, you're off. Now he calls play on. So he was pretty quick to think about this one, Walsh, and of course he's put it through for a goal, and that's given them a very handy lead now.
13 minutes gone, final term, 19-7 to 14-16. The Bombers really looking the goods. This is up to half forward again. Bedison takes the mark on the chest. You look for the handball, not a good one, but three players are there to try and pick it up. They run into all sorts of bother. Hawker slung. A play on call. Thompson has the chance at half forward. Demetriou in pursuit. High towards the flank, getting underneath at Watson. Maguire goes the punch, but missed it. Bryant, back to Cowton. North in all sorts of trouble. Cowton took a fortnight to get rid of it. West a shot at goal. Gregg and Copping. And Keith Gregg sees it over the boundary line.
Well, he had a touch of the fumbles there. Could have picked it up the first time, Keith Gregg, but fumbled the ball and it's out of bounds, and it gives the Bombers another chance to score. And they're really alight this last quarter. And it's a great effort considering they were down 31 points at the 15-minute mark. There's Walsh again. He's been a star in this last 5 or 6 minutes. Keith Gregg comes out of the pack, goes for a long kick, looking for Doug Smith. Goes the punch. Chance for Abernathy to pick it up. Vanderhaar's right on his tail. He goes down. Now Vanderhaar's got it. Scoops it back there to Abernathy. Is tripped up, and the umpire said play on. He'll ball it up. So it's a ball up out there on that half-forward flank position for Essendon. At the moment, they're 21 points in front and going strong at the moment. Vanderhaar grabbed. Umpire said dropping the ball. The free kick to go to Smith out there at half-back. Hasn't been a great day for Vanderhaar today. I think he's had about 4 touches, but he's been on and off the ground a couple of times. Over to Glendinning. Goes for a pass. And Jonas has got the mark at half-forward now. And North Melbourne badly needing a goal if they're going to get back into this game, trailing by 21 points. Cracker in front, punched away by Fowler, but plenty of defenders there. Donnell, a bad miss that time by Carey, but he won't give up. He's that determined. And now the umpire's decided to ball it up about 25 metres out from the North Melbourne goal. They're 14-16, 100 to Essendon 19-7, 121. Chance now for Fury to get out the pack, and he set hole in the ball. He didn't have much chance there. So it'll be a free kick to Ronnie Andrews. A quick hand pass coming over to Fowles. Fowles drives the ball back there to Madden. He fumbles that one. Back to Hawker. Throws the ball away. Now it's a chance for Dempsey to pick it up. A long hand pass to Hodgman. In plenty of trouble here. Scooted out the way. Finally, it's kicked down there by Abernathy. Jonas taps the ball over to Fury. Snaps it up. He'll go down if he's not careful over to Simmerbush. Gets through 2 players over to Jimmy Cracker, but he's off target. And it's through for 1 point. And Jimmy looking disgusted that time with that kick. So it's 19-7, 112 Essendon to North Melbourne 14-7, 100. 101 now at the 16 and, well, just over the 16-minute mark. Ball back into play to Ronnie Andrews at half-back. Certainly the entire side's lifted their game since about halfway through the third quarter. Bad miss by Danaher over to Hodgman. Now's the chance for Good to have a shot at the goals. He fires, but it's not their day today at the moment, and it's through for another point. So they move on to 102 points to the score of Essendon's 121.
So the ball back into play. Fowler doing the kicking in. Oh, Andy Demetriou gave his opponent a nice old heave-ho in the back. That's Bedison. He gets the free kick. The umpire was right onto that one. And the ball kicked up by Essendon towards the centre wing position. Hawker streams forward. Thompson and Smith. Vanderhaar and Glendinning. Hawker again. Hawker from half forward. The pass down the throat of Steve Copping. And Copping directly in front of goal. Copping has kicked 3 and at the 17-minute mark has a chance to make it 4 and just about the game safe for Essendon. He's taken a number of marks today, Copping. In fact, that's the strength of his game. 8 marks to Copping. Goal-wise, that looks through. Oh, the crowd was a slow reaction by the crowd there. I didn't think it was a goal, actually, until the goal umpire put up 2 fingers. 27, that's 127 points to North Melbourne, 14-18, 120.
We pick up play now at the 21.5-minute mark of the final quarter. Essendon still leading by 24 points.
14-19, 103. Dempsey got that one down. Schimmelbusch, easy. North Melbourne's best player over there to Phil Cracker. Goes through the pack over to Good. Another hand pass. He should have had a shot that time. The hand pass from Fury to Jimmy Cracker, and this time it's a goal. They're first for the quarter. So the scoreboard is 20 goals, 727. Essendon, North Melbourne, 15-19, 109 points.
There's still time if they're good enough. Let's look at that goal again in replay. Again, plenty of North Melbourne possession before it finally resulted in a goal to Jimmy Cracker, which was his second for the afternoon, and their first for, well, over a quarter, really. .22.5 minutes gone in the final term. 127 plays 109, with Essendon leading. Knocked down by Dempsey, knocked back by Clark. Watson, knock on. Two North Melbourne players are there. Glendinning, Demetriou. Glendinning from the flank. Back towards centre wing. Crazy Horse Cowton is there. Short pass. And Bryant taking the mark. He started at full-back and looks as though he's playing at full forward now. Short pass by Bryant. Hodgman. Hodgman is about 50 metres from goal. A goal here would certainly make it interesting, as we're 2 minutes away from time on. Still time for North to get up and win it, although Essendon naturally in the box seat to do so at the moment. The distance is okay, and Andrews seeing it safely through for one behind when they badly needed a goal. The Kangaroos 127 to 110 now. That's 17 points the difference. So North needs 3 goals in the space of about, 7 minutes. Davis coming on and Thompson off for Essendon. Jonas gets underneath it, tries to knock it to a teammate, not successful, goes to Gary Folds. And a mark to Madden on centre wing, I'd reckon. And he's played a good game for Essendon. Now he decides to do a little bit of balking, gets around Cowton. Umpire says on the shoulder, and the free kick going Carey's way against Jim Cracker. Carey from centre half back. Taking plenty of time as Essendon seem to have the game in their keeping. Van der Haar and Glendinning down to Donnell, grabbed by Nimmo. Shrugs the tackle well. He's gone for a short pass out towards right half forward. Away goes Davis. He's just come onto the ground. Davis into the square looking for Bettison, who can't take the mark, and it's rushed through by Stephen McCann for one behind. 28 to 15-20 at VFL Park, and Essendon well on their way to a win. McCann will drive the ball back into play. Dempsey takes the grab. Although he's probably been beaten at the centre circle by Madden most of the day. Was that in the back? No, says the umpire. Jimmy Cracker over to Phil Cracker. Phil Cracker to Schimmelbusch. Schimmelbusch has shot at goal from 20 metres out. And he's put it through. So still North Melbourne come back. 2 goals to Schimmer. 7th big league scoreboard from the park. North Melbourne now 16 goals, 20, 116. Essendon 28, 128.
And we're into the time-on period by about 2 seconds now, and 2 goals the difference. So North Melbourne still a chance. I'd say there's about 4 minutes to go. Well, it's been a great game here today. Nothing in it all day. It looked as though North Melbourne would have bolted in about halfway through the third quarter. But Essendon fought back, and I reckon about halfway through this quarter, it looked as though the Bombers were going to win pretty comfortably, but full marks to both sides the way they've fought back. Knocked out actually that time by Cracker, but the umpires found a free kick. It'll go to Essendon, and it'll be Madden to take the free kick. A hand pass to Bettison. They're out there on that edge of the square. Short pass out wide, looking there for West, couldn't hold the mark. Cracker going after it now. That's Jimmy Cracker, gets clear. Good play by Jimmy Cracker that time. Goes for a kick up there towards centre half forward, but there's no one there. Oh, an easy mark drop. A shocker. Finally, they're pouncing on top of the ball. It's a bad mark dropped by Donnell that time. They're still in front by 12 points, and the umpire's going to ball it up out there on the edge of the square towards the centre wing position. We're on the 26-minute mark, and still 12 points the difference. Is there enough time for North Melbourne to win this game, and can Essendon hang on? Knocked out by Dempsey. Ball smothered. Back it goes again to Bettison. Clearing the ball away now is Hawker. A long kick back there towards the centre wing position. Copping in front. He doesn't drop those ones. Goes for a hand pass. Back to Hawker again. The ball down towards that full forward position. McCann and Walsh. The ball tapped to the ground now. Ramsey's after, but Walsh won't give it either. taps it back to Bahajar, but it's a bad hand pass, picked up by Maguire at half-back. North Melbourne have got to get another goal quickly as Cowton takes the mark. Player scouting around there. Where's he going to kick this one to? It's a long kick up there towards the half-forward line. Dempsey there. Couldn't hold the mark. Jonas, hand pass Dempsey, back there to Bryant. And there's a running bit of play here now by Fury. A run to an open goal and fire. Will he make the distance? Yes, he has. It's a goal, so it's a goal the difference now. Oh, there's still a bit of time. Just over 27 minutes gone, so I'd say about 2.5, 3 minutes gone with a goal the difference. It could even be a draw this match. It's been a great game and a very high-scoring one. 20 goals, 8, 128 Essendon, North Melbourne, 17-20, 122. Oh, what a game. What a game indeed these two sides have put up. Centre bounce again. It'll be Gary Dempsey against Madden. And Madden's got the better of the deals with the bouncer at the centre, but Dempsey's doing well around the ground. Madden gets it out. Cracker tries to get it out the pack. It's not a good kick. Picked up that time by Davis. Back into attack, Essendon. Glendinning comes over. Couldn't hold the mark. Van der Haag crashes through the pack. They're falling over left and right there, and the umpire's going to ball it up out there at centre half forward for Essendon. At least they've got it in their attacking zone, and there's still a goal in front. 28 minutes gone. About 2.5 minutes to go, I would say. Knocked out to Van der Haag. Down there towards the full forward position. And there's a good mark by Maguire, but he doesn't want to waste any time if North Melbourne are going to win this match, because time is running out. They're trailing by a goal. The ball back there towards centre field. But the umpire set a 15-metre penalty, and this brings him up to centre half back. 128 points, Essendon to North Melbourne 122. Dempsey and Madden, neither can take the mark. It comes there to Fury, spreading is the pack, and they swing back into attack. Flying high, also mark to Bryant, and he's about 45 metres out. If he can kick this goal, it'll make scores dead level. And we're approaching the 29-minute mark. And this crowd really on their toes now, round about the 50,000 mark. Kick by Bryant's a long one. Oh, Kerry Good's goal. Good's got the mark. What a screamer, right on the edge there. And he's close in, but he's on a pretty acute angle. Can he kick this to make the scores dead level? He's already kicked 2 goals. And there's silence around the ground now. The Essendon supporters not saying a word. They're biting their nails. Can this guy Good kick this goal to make scores dead level? Lines them up, fires. He's missed it. And now the Essendon supporters, a sigh of relief. 5 points the difference. 128 plays, 123 North Melbourne. And we're at the 20, or just over the 29.5-minute mark. Will time beat North Melbourne? The ball in their attacking zone. It needs a hefty kick here. Kick back into play by Danaher. Ronnie Andrews well out there, and Andrews couldn't hold that one. The ball is out of bounds, still on North Melbourne's half-forward line, about 60 metres around from their goal. We're right on the 30-minute mark now, so the siren due to go any tick of the clock. Dempsey got that tap down. There's Fury again. He's been in everything this last 5 minutes. A hand pass to Abernathy. It'll go up there towards the goals. Can a North Melbourne forward mark it? Or an Essendon defender spoil it? It's the deck again. Still plenty of scrambling play. I think the umpire will ball this up. It's only about 15 metres out from the North Melbourne goal. And there's the siren. And the Bombers have won the match by 5 points. What a game. And what a score. Well, there they come off the ground. 20 goals, 8. And they've won this game, Essendon. 20 goals, 8. 128 to North Melbourne. 17-21, 123.